Hello and good evening to Dr. Sabaria and fellow classmates. We are group number 6 of section 1 property valuation. My group member consists of me, I'm Eugene, and the leader is Yonglun. Others member is Ziying, Pei and Chiwei. Now, me and my group mates would like to share our property valuation report presentation to all of you. And thank you so much for listening to our presentation. Firstly, the objective of this report is to figure out how much the property is worth now and how much it could be worth in the future, so that the owner, Madam Sabaria, can apply a loan for Maybank financing. Secondly, I would like to touch on the details of the subject property. The subject property is a single-storage terrace low-cost house. Its land area is approximately 143 square meter. This property is located at number 21 Jalan Melawak 2, Taman Melawak, Peri Raja, Batu Pahat, Johor. Moreover, the property particular are PDD number 1300X HSM6221 at Mukim Seri Gading, District of Batu Pahat, Johor, and the tenure of the subject property is under freehold status. Also, it is a Malay reserve land. The freehold status means that a type of property ownership in which a person or group owns a property and land on which it is built, and the ownership can last forever. Also, the subject property is only designed for residential purpose. Furthermore, after we done the survey and math on this subject property, we estimate that the market value of this house is roughly RM 250,000. The methods we used was comparison methods on this property. So next, let us move to the third slide. So thirdly, I'm going to explain the definition of some unique terms, which are valuations, market value, local authority, and improved value of holding. Valuation is a documented statement on the asset or rental worth of a property investment with or without assumption or qualification on any given base. The phrase valuation refers to the process of revaluation, while local authority means that any city council or district council, as the case may be, as in relation to the federal territory, means the Commissioner of the City of Kuala Lumpur appointed under Section 3 of the Federal Capital Act in year 1960. So let us move forward to the meaning of market value. Market value is defined as the estimate amount for which an asset should exchange on the date of valuation between a building buyer and building seller in an arm's length transaction, after a proper marketing wherein the party had each act knowledgeably, prudently, and without compulsion. Lastly, improved value of holding means the price that an owner willing and not obligated to sell might reasonably expect to be attained from a willing purchaser with whom he was bargaining for sales and purchase of a holding. Okay, so thank you. That is all from me.
Good afternoon, Dr. Sabaria. I will present about building. A critical approach site is a corner single-story terrace house. Contractor house of reinforced concrete framework, plaster brickworks, supporting piece timber trusses covered with high roof. It has categorized with three parts, with its constructions. The building is generally constructed as follows: building frame, reinforced concrete, roof, semi-roof on timber, roof truss, ceiling, plaster ceiling, walls, brick walls. The wall is generally painted with emulsion paint, with the kitchen and bar finished 5 feet high glass wall heights. Doors. The main entrance is of timber flash doors secured with iron grills. Windows. The windows are push-able glass windows. Floors. Reinforced concrete floor slab generally finished with tiles in living halls and dining. Tiles in the kitchens, balloons and water closet, cement rather in carports and old balloons. Next. Part 2. Accommodations. The accommodations of the building comprise living halls, dining, 3 balloons, bathrooms, water closet, kitchen, and carports. The last part is build area. The approximate floor area of the building are as follows. The building has main and auxiliary floor area of about 65 square meter, 700 square feet, and 224 square meter, 2,411 square feet, respectively, thus giving a gross floor area of about 389 square meter, 311 square feet. Thank you.
Occupancy. This property is occupied by its owner, which is Dr. Sabaria, and its occupancy is 90%. Diagram 1 shows the historical monthly price range and volume of Taman Malewa. Diagram 2 shows the rent yield in the year 2021, which is 9.95%. Assumptions. The average price of the house in Taman Malewa is 448,500. If 10% down payment is made by the buyer, then the buyer can have a total amount of loan which is 403,650 plus 4.7% for interest, which is provided by Maybank. The total number of years of payments is 35 years, so his monthly installment is 1,961 ringgit.
Hi, I'm Yonglun. The basis of valuation to our report is market value. Market value means that the estimate amount of price is accepted by the willing buyer and the willing seller. The market value is validated start from the date of valuation. Both of the seller and buyer are knowledgeable about the property they want to exchange. They are unrelated third party between them. The method of valuation that we use is comparison method. Comparison method means that evaluating the property with similar property that have been offered lately or the ones which are presently provided on the market within the vicinity or comparable areas. Therefore, the characteristic, merit, and demerit of those residences are stated and in comparison to making the important adjustment to reach the appropriate value of the subject property.
We do this full valuation report is for financial rating to apply a loan from the Maybank. The valuation method that we use is comparison method. Our subject property is a single-story terrace low-cost house. It has located in Taman Malewa, Paliraja, Batu Pahat. Its cost floor area is about 289 square meters. Is equal to 3,111 square feet. The average price in Taman Malewa is 448,500 ringgit. In conclusions, we found the price of the house in Taman Malewa is 448,500 ringgit. The rental yield is increased from 5.33% in year 2018 to 9.95% in year 2021. There will be more people buying property in Taman Malewa because the buyer just need to pay 10% down payment for the house and they can apply a loan from the bank.
Good afternoon, Dr. Sabaria. I will continue present about part 2, property inspections. The purpose of a property inspection is to provide a true overview of the property, its structure, design, and feature that will provide an understanding of the property state and vital sign. These inspections will carry all of the records you want to make a knowledgeable decisions about your prospective purchase. In keeping with the policy of visual and no invasive inspection, no part of any contracting could be taken aside or tampered with. This consists of now no longer putting of drillwork, digging out the allow, or draining holes in the roof on the day of inspection. Buildings and contacts will be in the same condition after the inspections, and an inspector who demands a contractions or contact material may be liable for the fees worry in repairing or replacing it. Next. Property should be completely carried out open market rent, which reflects all terms and restrictions of the agreement specifications, including adjustment and revolutions of rent, permitted use, restrictions on use. A market rental survey is a way to determine the rental rents being achieved in a particular area by an investment property. It consists of a chart of available and comparable properties and compare the rental rents and occupancy of those properties by rental rent per unit height. For example, 1 bedroom and 2 bedroom each. Square foot has available amenities and property age and conditions. As the table shows about market rental survey in Taman Malewa by Raja. If we can see that available amenities have many criteria. 5 minutes to UTSM, 5 minutes to Tesco Pai Raja, and 22 minutes to Bandar Batu Pahat, and so on. Thank you.
This is the property transaction for the similar property in Taman Malewa. The first property transaction is 19 Jalan Malewa 3. The build area is 2,411 square feet. The consideration price is 300,000 ringgit, and there is 124 ringgit 43 cents per square feet. And the transaction date is 16 June 2020. And the second evidence I found that is Jalan Malewa 2/3. The build area is 1,539 square feet, and the consideration price is 260,000 ringgit, and there is 168 ringgit 94 cents per square feet, and the transaction date is 16 May 2019. And the last evidence I found occur at Jalan Malewa 2. The build area is 1,539 square feet, and the consideration price is 300,000 ringgit, and there is 194 ringgit and 93 cents per square feet, and the transaction date is 6 March 2019. And the next is the neighborhood area of Taman Malewa. Taman Malewa mainly developed with single-story and double-story terrace houses. Taman Wiradjaya and Taman Bunga Raya is nearby the Taman Malewa. The distance between them is about 5 kilometers. There is a lot of restaurants nearby the Taman Malewa, such as Nasi Kukus Ayam Goreng Berempah Ori Kelantan, Java Food Enterprise, Azmi and Fia Corner Cafe, and so on. Besides, there is also many education institutions such as SK Pintas Puding, Institute Latihan Kementerian Kesihatan Malaysia, Batu Pahat, and University Tun Hussein Malaysia, UTHM.
Facility provided: Klinik Desa Parit Raja and Klinik Kesihatan Parit Raja, both located at a distance of 2.02 km from Taman Malewa. Children's playground, multipurpose hall, and a mini market are also provided in Taman Malewa. There are also many homestays provided in Taman Malewa. Other than that, cafe, Bank Islam Malaysia, and many restaurants are also provided in Taman Malewa. Accessibilities: Taman Malewa, located just 4.3 km from the University Tun Hussein Onn, Malaysia. The nearest airport, which is Senai International Airport, have a distance of 85 km from Taman Malewa. Other than that, public transport facilities such as buses and taxis are also available along the main route. Ground train station, Larkin Central and Tuas Link MRT station are also the nearest places that can be accessed.
The subject property is nearby a university, University Tun Hussein Onn, Malaysia, and it is surrounded by a public transport network. It is very convenient for the residents. Hence, this subject property is suitable for renting out to students and university staff. Besides, the price of houses in Taman Malewa is increasing from year to year. Therefore, we can gain by selling this property again. The best method to active values for this subject property is comparison method. This is because we can compare the price of this subject property with other similar houses in Taman Malewa. By using this method, we can find the market value of the houses. Then the sellers and the buyer will be billing based on this market value.